So I went down to Costco, my local one here in South Florida last week to try to find one of these Pamp Suisse gold bars. Number one, they were sold out. And I'm going to tell you why it's a very bad idea to buy gold or anything like that, and these Pamp Suisse gold bars especially, which they are carrying at Costco from time to time later in this video. But first, let's talk about why is this happening? Why are they selling gold bars? Well, number one, I spoke to someone at the store and they just said that they follow consumer trends. The Costco buyers are very, very smart. They will sell you whatever's trending. I don't care if it's a skateboard, a gold bar, a fidget spinner. Costco didn't get to where it is today with all their 127 million members, me included, by selling you things you don't need. You need 1,000 pieces of toilet paper? They got you. You want 1,000 juice boxes? They got you. People are buying gold in record numbers? They got you. But more on why that's a bad idea later. Right now, gold is going through an epic rally. There are forecasts out there by people like Robert Kiyosaki who are saying to hold gold, silver, and Bitcoin in your portfolio. I hold all three. He's saying it could go to $75,000 an ounce. Right now, this is trading at just $2,000 an ounce. This one right here, I purchased in 2006, Pamp Suisse gold bar, for just over $600. So I've done really well on this one. More importantly, I hold most of my metals in my IRA. More on that later. But let's talk about why gold is getting bought in record numbers right now and why you're seeing so many stories about it in the news. Well, number one, we've got a couple wars going on. Not sure if you've noticed, but these wars are nasty and they are not good and they do not look like they are ending anytime soon. When there's geopolitical turmoil, people turn to gold and silver to protect their wealth. Inflation's also crazy. But let's back up. The central banks are buying gold in record amounts, like massive amounts, backing up the Brinks truck every single day. Boop, 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 boop. And picking up gold. Don't know about you, but I like to follow the central banks. They're always ahead of the curve. They know what they're doing. And little peons like us, if we're not paying attention, are going to get left high and dry. The gold rally is going. Prices by Michael Lee, investment strategist out there. You can follow him online. He's saying 3,000 to 5,000. Now, I don't know about you, but doubling, perhaps even more on this buy, pretty certain it's going to happen. People are even calling for way more astronomical numbers for the returns on gold and silver. But right now, one thing is totally factual. The economy is not in a good place. Inflation's out of control. There are wars. And I didn't talk about the biggest elephant in the room. We are entering an election year. Don't care if you're a Trump supporter. Don't care if you're a Biden supporter or whoever else gets thrown in the mix. It's gonna be dirty. Gloves off. Vote stealing. The whole 9 yards. It's going to be dirty. When this happened in 2000, it was the end of my college student days, the market went upside down. Absolutely bonkers. These things did very well. This thing right here is the way to keep your portfolio intact. And the number one reason why I believe gold and silver are going to get me through the next couple of years are because there's so much uncertainty, right? These wars, we don't know when they're ending. We don't know who's going to be president. And whoever does, the other side's gonna be mad. I mean, right now, our two political parties we have in the United States are basically worse than the Bloods and the Crips in LA in the early 90s. They are like this. It is nasty. The media can't stop. CNN, Fox News, it's all over the place. Again, I don't care what your political affiliation is. I respect everyone's opinion, even if it's wrong, but it's gonna get dirty and it's gonna turn the economy upside down. You can come back later and watch this video and I'll say I told you so. In fact, I will, because I'm sitting on a lot of these and I'm gonna tell you how those performed next year in another video. So please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, tageconomy.org is our official newsletter, 100% free. We send one email a month about things going on about the economy. Greg and I personally write it. It's our views as business owners and people trying to protect their own families. Watch our trailer video if you want to get to know us a little bit more. It's a little bit quirky, but that's who we are. We're business owners. We've worked together for over 12 years. We know what we're doing. The last reason why I believe that Costco is not a good place to buy gold bars, besides that you could get robbed in the parking lot, because Florida, here where I live, is a state that has guns. You could get robbed by Jimmy John in the parking lot and he could take these and off you go and you're out if you bought two of them, $4,000. But no, a little bit of a joke there, but do be careful out there, right? The last reason is because Costco, when you go to sell these back to them, they're gonna be like,
¿Qué? ¿Cómo? I don't know. No, I don't know.
The cashiers there are robotic. And number one, they don't buy their products back unless you have toilet paper or juice boxes that you bought in the bulks of thousands. That's fine, but they do not buy these back. And that is very important. So you're gonna pay over spot price for this at Costco when there are better options. There's a link below. You can check them out if you're interested in gold. And you're gonna not have an outlet to sell it back. Do not go into a local pawn shop. You will get robbed. And anything you made on the upward swing when the price went up will get eaten alive by those savvy, scummy pawn brokers. Trust me, it's happened to me. I go in these stores all the time. These guys are the scumbags of the earth. No offense to any pawn shop owners, of course. I know you're just making your margins and doing your thing, but not really a business for me. The place to buy gold is from an actual precious metals company. And the best way to buy it is through your retirement. Remember I talked about what is your most precious assets you have? Your home, your retirement, right? For me, my home, got a lot of equity here in Florida, went up a lot during COVID, have a lot of equity, put a lot of money into it. We love it. It's home. It's what we call home. Second after that, retirement. Your retirement stacks up every single year. If you're invested everything in mutual funds, stocks, and bonds, you're in for a rude awakening, especially if you're near retirement age. Can you really afford to see those go down 20, 30, 40%? No. That's why we advise to put in 5 to 20% of your net wealth, or even more from your IRA or 401k into gold and silver. And there are companies below, if you hit that link, that can help you out with that. I personally did this move earlier in 2023. A Costco gold bar you buy there, you cannot just toss into your IRA. You can't just send it across to your IRA custodian and say, hey, throw that in there. No, it's got to be bought with your retirement funds. I did that. I've been saving since I was 18 years old. So I took a portion of that. At the time, it was about 17%, and I stuck it into a gold IRA. So now I've got a mix of 17% of my investments that are in my retirement that are a worst case scenario. If the economy just totally busts, those are going to go up 2, 3, 4x. Robert Kiyosaki suggests they could go up 38x. And if that's the case, my retirement's going to be wild. But even if it doesn't, these always store value. There are use cases for precious metals. This watch here, there's silver in it. There's all sorts of use cases everywhere. If you buy this at Costco, I'm telling you, it's a very bad idea. You're going to overpay and you can't sell it back. The gold IRA programs that we work with all have a professional, tested buyback policy. When you want to sell back to them, you sell back to them. Just that simple. It's all they do. They're not pawn shops. They're not scummy. They're going to take your money, sell these to you. And when you want to trade it back in, they have the buyback program. This Pamp Swiss bar, I'll pay $2,000 for it today. Want to sell it for $3 later? Go ahead. They'll buy it back from me. And I can put that money back into equity, stocks, cash, whatever I want later in the future when I feel the economy is stabilized. I don't know when that's going to happen. I could be holding these until I am retirement age. I'm 45 years old right now. I'm getting there. But in 15 years, who knows what the economy is? The dollar sucks. Fiat currency has never, ever lasted, but this has. Traded since the ancient times, highly liquid. You can sell it pretty much anywhere. Move to Egypt, move to India, move to China. Gold's out there, you guys. You can trade it. Hopefully you learned something today. And again, Costco Pamp Swiss gold bars are barely ever in stock. You can't sell it back to them. And guess what? There are better options. There are specialists and people out there that will sell you these. Hit the link below and you can check those out for yourself.